As Israel's military offensive in Gaza, which began on October 7 last year, enters its 11th month, the violence has intensified, particularly in central Gaza. Recent airstrikes on residential buildings and a tent site for displaced families in Deir el-Balah have resulted in multiple fatalities and injuries. Hospitals are bracing for more casualties, reflecting the ongoing severity of the situation. This escalation continues to exacerbate the humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip. Amidst this turmoil, Gazans are expressing growing concern over Hamas's recent appointment of Yahya Sinwar as their new leader. Sinwar's history as a military commander has raised fears that his leadership might further obstruct efforts towards a ceasefire and prolong the conflict. Many in Gaza worry that his uncompromising stance could derail hopes for peace and stability. This apprehension adds to the uncertainty surrounding the region's future as the violence continues unabated. Meanwhile, in Israel, the appointment of Sinwar has been met with significant disapproval. Israelis, including those near Tel Aviv, view Sinwar's selection as a sign of ongoing militant aggression from Hamas. There is widespread concern that his leadership will perpetuate the conflict and that his firm approach could escalate violence further. Some hope that Sinwar will face a fate similar to his recently deceased predecessor, underscoring the deep-seated tensions and the challenging path toward peace in the region. Pakistan has expressed solidarity with Bangladesh amid a dramatic political upheaval, following the resignation of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina after deadly protests. A caretaker government under Nobel laureate Mohammad is anticipated. These protests, ignited by controversy over job quotas for veterans' families, have resulted in over 400 deaths and significant unrest. Pakistan's Foreign Office has hoped for a peaceful and swift return to normalcy and praised the resilience of the Bangladeshi people as they transition towards stability. In another development, Pakistan has advised its citizens to avoid travel to Lebanon due to escalating violence. This warning comes amidst the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hezbollah, exacerbated by recent hostilities and the assassination of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh. The situation remains volatile, with several nations urging their citizens to evacuate or exercise extreme caution. The Pakistani Foreign Office has urged nationals to stay in contact with the embassy for safety updates. Lastly, a Pakistani national has been charged in the US with plotting to assassinate American officials. Asif Raza Merchant, with alleged ties to Iran, was arrested for a murder-for-hire scheme targeting US politicians. The plot, reportedly uncovered before any attack was carried out, involved detailed planning and arrangements for payment. Pakistan's Foreign Office is in touch with US authorities, awaiting more details before issuing a formal reaction. On Wednesday, Britain was on high alert with 6,000 riot police deployed amid far-right protests planned across over 30 locations. The unrest, triggered by the murder of 3 young girls on July 29, has led to violent clashes, attacks on mosques, and assaults on asylum seeker centers. Initial false rumors linked the attack to a Muslim asylum seeker, though the suspect was later identified as a Welsh teenager of Rwandan descent. Prime Minister Keir Starmer warned of severe legal consequences for those involved in the violence. The disturbances, Britain's worst since the 2011 riots, have resulted in over 425 arrests and 120 charges, with several individuals already sentenced. Far-right social media groups have fueled the violence, and tech billionaire Elon Musk's controversial comments about the UK have added to tensions. The government is intensifying efforts to restore order and has increased prison capacity.